our boy Sean P. Diddy, brother love, Sean John Combs, has officially been sentenced in his trial. And he was sentenced to 50 months. 50 months, AKA, what is that? 4 years and 2 months. He also has to pay a fine of $500,000 and undergo a 5-year supervised release after being found guilty on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, which involves transportation of individuals for the purpose of, you know what, okay? So Diddy finally got his sentence. He's, obviously things can change. He can appeal, there's times. Also mind you, that 50 months, that 4 years and 2 months includes time served. So it's really going to be more like three years, give or take, right? Because he's already been in prison for however long. Okay. Oh man. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. It's like, I guess I should be glad he got something, but that right there just tells you the culture that we live in. This idea that we're grateful that this guy even got something. It was wild. All of the character witness letters started coming out and people were, they were being exposed online, and you see all these people writing in to talk about how P. Diddy was so good to them. And what is the point of character letters? I guess I understand, not to say that they hold a lot of sway. I'm not saying that they do by any means, but sometimes I just wonder, what are we doing here with these character letters? Because the logic to me behind it is, well, he was nice to me, so he couldn't have been bad to that person. Is that the logic? Or, well, he was nice to me, so even though he was bad to that person, it wasn't that bad because he was actually nice to me. So we gotta, give him time served, I guess is what is that the logic behind do we think that abusers just go around abusing everybody? Is that, you think they just be out here swinging left and right wherever they go? I feel like, isn't that like something we know about abuse, that that's one of the hallmarks of abuse is that they're manipulative and that they're gaslighters and that they show one face to the public and a different face to their victims. And then he had, his team put together a 12-minute video that was supposed to also be like a character, showing his character of him hanging out with his kids, doing charity work. And you know what? The gangsters in the block, they also buy turkeys for the community as well. Just like, they buy turkeys on Thanksgiving for the community. They give out Christmas gifts. It's just like, I don't know. The logic behind that is just so silly to me. But anyway, he had all his character letters, and it was really something to see that a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but several women who had been identified as his victims wrote character letters on his behalf. And, I'm not going to knock a victim. There's a lot of trauma involved in that. And, and also they got to be worried about if he gets out. And a lot of people are talking about the possibility that, he might get a pardon from his boy in the White House. So that's another possibility as well. I just think that this just shows us once again that we live in a rape culture, and we live in a culture that does not see rape as a serious crime. They don't see domestic violence as a serious crime. They don't see violence against women as a serious crime. It's just what it is. You got your head knocked between the washer and the dryer. That's just life. We don't need, that's your business, right? And it just speaks to the fact that we don't take this seriously. And we also have so much more empathy and sympathy for the accused, the perpetrators, than we have for the victims. 4 years, this man has been terrorizing people, men, women, and children, because there are people coming out who say that they were underage when he was allegedly assaulting them. It's like this man has been terrorizing people for decades. Decades. How many bodies does this motherfucker have behind him? And y'all looked at that and said, 4 years. 4 years.